Hello, hello, this is Fear Dragon coming at you with another StarCraft 2 netcast. Today is going to be a Protoss versus Protoss, and I have heard so many good games or things about this cast or this game that I am so excited to cast that I am already stumbling over my words. So let's go ahead and introduce these players so we can take a look at this game. Up here in the right hand side of this map, I think it's a Metropolis, we have the Protoss who has not rallied to his mineral line quite yet. His name is sPcReclaimer. And his opponent still hasn't rallied to the Nexus, or to the mineral lines. A little bit interesting. But his opponent, on the left-hand side of Metropolis, we have the blue Protoss. His name is Tyr. Spelled with a YR because he's super hipster like that. I mean, this is a Metropolis. We have to have our standards. Every city has its group of hipsters. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I used to live in San Francisco, or very close to San Francisco, and if you go to San Francisco, oh my god, there are so many hipsters everywhere. But hold that thought, we actually have pretty substantially differing probe counts in terms of where they are in production. It looks like now we do see why that is, because Tyr is actually using all of his chrono boosts very, very early, while it looks like Reclaimer is saving up a bit of his chrono boosts instead. So we're gonna have to see how this ends up playing out. The gateways are on relatively similar times, but we do see the gas guys are down much earlier for Tyr, a good bit earlier, almost 20 seconds. So that could play a little bit of an effect. We're going to have to wait and see. In the worker counting station, we do see, because Tyr has been using that extra chrono boost on his Nexus, he does have, well, he's at least a little bit ahead in that probe production. So we do see the gateway finishing up, and you know, I've talked about this in a lot of previous casts, but one of the very important things about Protoss versus Protoss, which is one of my favorite matchups to cast actually, is in fact, when is the second gas geyser going to be taken? These two gas geysers are probably going to be one of the most telling things in this match. We're going to have to wait and see. Looks like Reclaimer listening in on this cast in the future, deciding, hey, I'm going to go ahead and take my gas right now. So this does make Reclaimer a little bit more likely to do some kind of tech play. But the fact that he's saving up this chrono boost, I assure you, is no accident. He is likely going to be going for some very fast tech play. I actually wouldn't be too surprised if he either was going to hardcore fast chrono boost out his warp gate technology and try and put on a little bit of pressure, maybe off of 3 gateways, or if he was going to go for a very fast blink stalker play, in which case he would have that chrono boost to very quickly get out that blink. Meanwhile, we do see the second gas for Tyr now just up, but it only has one probe mining that gas. So it's going to be a very interesting decision coming up for Tyr. Hopefully this is not a mistake. And we do see the first stalker out for Tyr. He is going for those 2 gateways pretty early on and going to be probably looking to do a 3 stalker rush. Now what a 3 stalker rush is we see the 2 second and third stalkers on their way as the first stalker is going to go ahead and poke out. But these 3 stalkers will allow him to do a little bit of scouting around, looking for that map control, and look at this great play by Tyr. He is being so responsible about scouting around for any proxy pylons, as you can see over here, and I'll get to this Twilight Council in a second, guys. Or sorry, this one. But we can see he does know that there was that second gas geyser taken, but he wants to be very careful, make sure there are no proxy pylons already planted. But we do see this probe from Reclaimer over here. Anyways, we do see that very fast Twilight Council I was talking about before. The chrono boost has been utilized on that warp gate technology, and we do see 3 gateways down, just as I was saying before, and we also see a zealot and a stalker out, so that does indicate this is likely going to be some aggression. Oh, the Dark Shrine! I love this. Absolutely love this. If you guys have been watching E.G. Huck, don't want to make the same mistake Day 9 constantly makes, calling him Liquid Huck. Oh, hold that thought. But anyways, the idea is just that E.G. Huck has been very well known for going for this very fast Dark Templar play. It's not an all-in by any means, but we do see these 3 stalkers going around and poking, doing a very good job of making sure this stalker doesn't take any hull damage, and he does get a good idea of what the armor composition for sPcReclaimer is like. you might be thinking, oh, well, he didn't actually go up the ramp. Well, the important thing is he saw how many stalkers were firing. And, you know, if he did stick around for just a little bit longer, he would have been able to see, oh my god, there's so many zealots, and so many zealots can only mean one thing when you're against another Protoss player, and that usually means that gas has to be being used somewhere else, and that is more than likely this Dark Shrine. So Tyr, oh my god, actually one thing that we have not touched upon is that Tyr decided to go for his own Twilight Council and Dark Shrine, and his Dark Shrine's a little bit further behind. Reclaimer already has 4 gateways, and that Dark Shrine is finishing up. He has this proxy pylon that was scouted by the 3 stalkers. Oh my god, I was not paying close enough attention. We do see 2 zealots being warped in. They are going to delay this pylon from going down. I don't think that Reclaimer is not going to try and save that proxy pylon. He will, however, try and save the zealot. I don't know if it's going to get away. No, looks like these stalkers doing a good job microing that, microing to move and eventually hit that zealot that was trying to get away. Want to just go home and recuperate with its friends, but, you know, Tyr just deciding, no. We do see the 2 Dark Templar from Tyr and 2 Dark Templar from Reclaimer. It looks like despite Reclaimer's Dark Shrine being finished before Tyr's, his are going to get to the front of Reclaimer's base before Reclaimers get his to the front. And it looks like the Dark Templar are moving in. Now it's starting to rack up the kills. Will Reclaimer respond? Meanwhile, where is the Dark Templar from Reclaimer? Oh no, he hasn't sent it in. This could turn out horribly. He is going to build a robotic facility in the middle of the map. Now this Dark Templar set up at 6 kills. We can see over in the worker counting station. Oh my god. 20 workers for Reclaimer, and they're all heading straight over to the base of Tyr. It looks like he's going all in. He does have 1 Dark Templar of his own, and I don't think that Tyr even realizes just yet. Oh, he does realize that Reclaimer did have that Dark Shrine of his own. So his Dark Templar are going to be able to do a good amount of damage. The army is engaging, and it looks like there is an Archon on both sides. It looks like Reclaimer's, the Archon is going to go down first. His, oh my god, actually no, it just barely survives, and there it is finally picked off by these 2 DTs of Tyr, and it looks like now the Zealots and the Dark Templar are going to be doing a lot of damage, but it looks like this 1 Dark Templar, I do love this play, just leaving 1 Dark Templar, you don't need more than that to clean up your opponent's base. We do see the robotics facility in the middle of the map, and what I wanted to say on that, the whole that there was the forge going down from Tyr as he did scout out that Dark Shrine, so he was able to start building up these cannons. I love this cannon placement. It is so good. Only 1 Dark Templar can really start attacking this cannon, but it looks like the Dark Templar just do so much damage. They're going to be able to pick this off, and there are cannons going up everywhere, and only 2 Dark Templar for Reclaimer. Can he pick off all of these cannons? Oh my god, Tyr is continuing to mine those, so he will be able to get additional money, and he's trying to do the whole position to stop the Dark Templar from being able to snipe off the cannons. There is another probe moving around to place it in that money spot, but it looks like now some of the army game picked off for Tyr by Reclaimer, and again, this 1 Dark Templar slowly cleaning up the base. The robotic facility is done, but there is no, oh, there is an observer already over here, so he can do a lot of damage if he brings it over and starts killing off the Dark Templar of Tyr, but it looks like no cannons have managed to go up. Reclaimer doing a magnificent and brilliant job picking them all off, and now the entire army for Tyr has been completely nullified, but he is still mining once again. He's trying to use that money to get up a photon cannon, but I don't know if he's going to get one up in time. Reclaimer is doing such a good job. Now he's picking off a couple of the probes that are trying to block off the last remaining hope for Tyr to get up that cannon. And remember, again, oh my god, the rocket facility was picked off, but that does mean that the observer should still be over there, and the Dark Templar is now going after that photon cannon. Another photon cannon is going up, and so much is going on in this game, folks. 2 Zealots and these 2 Dark Templar are over there, but the observer is out, and he will be able to move over, but oh my god, Reclaimer doesn't have a Dark Templar to go ahead and pick off his opponent's Dark Templar quite yet. He does still have, oh my god, so many cannons have been canceled. There's no more mining going on for Tyr. We take a look at the unit counting station that I've had up for a while. There's only 1 probe left for Tyr. This is going to be an insane game. Where is that 1 probe for Tyr? It is going to be the last lifeline for him. Come back in this game, and here is the probe. If Reclaimer can snipe off that 1 probe, as it is the only thing capable of mining, there's no more money for an observer or for a robotics facility or another cannon. So that means that Reclaimer is going to have a heyday over here. I would like it if Reclaimer sent over one Dark Templar to go pick off this enemy Dark Templar, sniping all the stuff in his base, and it looks like that is actually Tyr's advantage right now. He does have still a standing army that can go ahead and try and do this base trade, as this is the entire base and all of the buildings for Reclaimer. This is going to be an insane game. He is finally sending over that one Dark Templar as he realizes that the rest of the army for Tyr is already heading out. Now, Reclaimer does not know exactly how many minerals his opponent has, so he is going to have to go after this Nexus. We do see that there are only 47 minerals, so that will mean that he can't actually make a probe, but Reclaimer does not know that there are so many Dark Templar over here. Oh my god, and the Dark Templar for Reclaimer is so far behind. I'm not sure if he can get here and pick off all of the enemy units in time before he can save all this stuff. Now the pylon unpowering the very useless structures anyways. Now he will start working away on these Dark Templars. Go ahead and highlight a couple of these units. There is one Dark Templar also working on that pylon. That pylon's going to go down. This Citadel of a Dune Twilight Council is going to go down as well. The Assimilator is going down. The Dark Shrine is also being picked up, but there are not that many units left. And oh my god, this one Dark Templar is working its way on the last couple of Dark Templar. The one Dark Templar is left, as well as one Zealot and 2 probes. It's going to be so close. Oh my god, my voice is cracking because this game is so insane. The Zealot is dead. I think that Reclaimer can have this game. Oh my god, he's chasing after the last probe, and I think that he has it. Oh my god, what an absolutely magnificent game. Wow, that was so close. Now it looks like Reclaimer returning to make sure that his Dark Shrine is not picked off, and Tyr knowing that this game is over. Oh my god, what a wonderful game. Reclaimer sticking around in the game wants to kill off his opponent's Nexus because he is just in disbelief, I imagine, at this win in this game. Wow. Thank you so much, Reclaimer, for sharing that with me. I absolutely love that game. And that is actually reminds me very much so of, I was talking before about how E.G. Huck has been well known for doing this style in a lot of his Protoss versus Protoss matchups as of recently. And Day 9 actually did a daily on it, and I will not forget, one of the things that he was asked in his question session was, what happens if your opponent goes to the same build? And he said, happy base trading. So thank you very much for that one, Day 9. This is brought to you by Day 9 influencing the ladder, I guess. But still, wonderful game. Anyways, thank you again so much to sPcReclaimer for submitting me this replay. If you have any replays that you want casted, I am casting all of them. All the replays that get submitted to me, I will cast eventually at some point. I'll try and prioritize some of the newer ones and, you know, make sure that I kind of diversify whose games I'm casting. But anyways, if you want that, send it to feardragon64@gmail.com. If you have any comments about my commentary, then please go ahead and feel free to leave that in the comments below. Please also subscribe if you enjoy any of my commentaries in any capacity whatsoever. And I guess one new thing that I have to add is that I have an event called Balance Battles that happens on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. So go ahead and tune into that. You can find the thread on Team Liquid if you search for Balance Battles. Or you can just show up on my stream at twitch.tv/feardragon64. And yeah, you can participate in that. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend you go check out the Team Liquid thread. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys later.